Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brain. Nintendo just finished up their E3 presentation, and since I did a video earlier about my predictions of what would be in here, I thought I would do a follow-up and compare some of the predictions that I made with what happened, and then my thoughts on some of the other announcements that were made at E3. But before we begin, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That is the best way to let me know you are enjoying the content on this channel. Now let's get started. Now I'm going to quickly step through the predictions that I made in my previous video and see how they turned out. So first I thought we would not see a Metroid Prime 4, and we did not see that. I did say we would see a 2D Metroid, and of course that did get announced. But I also thought Metroid Prime Trilogy would be announced, and unfortunately we did not see that. I thought we would see a new Smash character, and we did see one that we were not expecting to see, or at least not me, Kuza Mishima from the Tekken series. But then I thought we would see a second character announced too that was not a surprise, one that everybody was already expecting, and we did not see that. So we will have to hold out on that. I was hoping we would see Waluigi, and we didn't see that either. I didn't think we would, so that one counts in the green. I thought we would see Breath of the Wild 2 footage, and we did. I thought we would see more Skyward Sword, and we did see that. I also predicted that there would be no Zelda 3D Collection, and that was not shown either. But the big one I thought that I nailed was the Zelda Game & Watch would be announced, and it was announced. I believe that is going to be coming out in November, so I'm looking forward to that. Watching Twitter for quick links to pre-order that, because it will get gone fast, I believe. Although the Mario one is still floating out there, so hopefully they make many of these. I was thinking we would see Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but we did not see that, which looking back on it kind of makes sense. Pokemon sort of does its own little videos. That's not as much a surprise looking back. I also did not think we would see the Arceus game because it's not going to be released until next year. And of course, when I did the video earlier in the week to post later, I said if you don't see Switch Pro announced by now, you will not see it at E3. And we did not see it at E3, so I'll put that one in the green column too. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my predictions. Some of them are obviously safe predictions, but overall, I think I did pretty well. So here's a complete list of what was announced at Nintendo's E3 today, and I must say this is quite an extensive list. I'm not going to go through every one of these, but I do want to highlight a few things that really caught my attention. First, the thing that I am most excited for is the Zelda Game & Watch. This thing looks really great. As I said in my prediction video, they're most likely using the same fabrication process they did for the Mario one, so I'm not surprised this was announced or even made because it's just an obvious thing that we're going to see from now on when there's some type of anniversary coming for a game. The Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass looks nice too. I think there was a comment made that this was the first expansion pass. I believe that was already announced, but I hadn't noticed it until now. So that does mean they're going to be doing more of these in the future, which is great because I love that game. Mario Party Superstars is an awesome announcement. It's kind of interesting that they just updated the previous Mario Party for the Switch. I'm not too surprised another Mario Party was announced. They usually do 2 or 3 of these every generation. So the fact another one is coming out isn't too surprising. What is nice is that it's Mario Party Superstars, so this version has a lot of boards and mini games from previous games. So it's kind of like a best of series for Mario Party. I really look forward to playing this. Some of the Mario Party games haven't been the most stellar, but if this is taking some of the best of all the previous ones and revamping it and improving it, I think this may go down as one of the best ones that have been released. Now, they did show the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of people were referring to it as Breath of the Wild 2, but Nintendo hasn't referred to it as that. They're just calling it the sequel. I imagine it's going to get a subtitle sometime soon. And this game looks really good. You get to see some gameplay in here. One thing that I did notice is there was a game mechanic where Link moved through the floor of a cliff area, I believe it was. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out and how you use this mechanic. Shin Megami Tensei 5 was also shown. I've not played these games before. They look great, so maybe something I need to give a try and see if it's something that's up my alley. The one thing that I saw that was a big announcement was the Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. This appears to be a remake of previous Super Monkey Ball games. It didn't appear to be a new game because they referenced the previous games, so I think it's just a remaster of the previous Super Monkey Ball games. If you've not played those, they're a lot of fun, and I look forward to trying this one out. And then the last one I want to point out is the WarioWare Get It Together announcement. It's kind of funny because just a few weeks ago, Nintendo had a survey asking thoughts on WarioWare games. So it kind of was rumored that this was going to be coming out because of that survey. And of course it did get announced at E3, and this looks like it's a good WarioWare game. I'm not a big fan of these games, but I have played a few and they're kind of fun, but they're not really my style of game. I know a lot of people play these, so this is an exciting announcement. Okay, so I misspoke. I do have one more game I want to go over, and that is Metroid Dread. I believe they said this is the first 2D Metroid game to come out in 19 years, if you set aside the remakes. Now what is interesting, this game is being made by Mercury Stream, which is the same company that did the remake for Samus Returns that was on the 3DS. And as I'm watching the game footage, I can tell it looks very similar to Samus Returns on the 3DS. I thought that game was done very well, so I have high hopes for this. It looks pretty good, so this will be one that'll be a day one pickup. And that is it for this video. Overall, I think Nintendo had the best presentation of E3, with Microsoft a close second. If you subscribe to Game Pass, Microsoft's presentation was a lot more appealing than if you don't. This is probably not the best presentation Nintendo has ever had at E3, but I think that can be said of just about every other presentation that I watched during the E3 extended weekend. But let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the comments below, and again, give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Until next time, be good.